What is up, my? In the sense that, you know, it is cold as a motherfucker out here. I mean, family friendly. It is cold as a front door. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you. You are appreciation. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, Anna. I appreciate you. So I was just sitting and scrolling on TikTok, right? As one does. Brain rot, doom scrolling, and bed rotting. Right? As one does in this cold ass weather. Like, it is cold and windy. It feels like, well, the apocalypse is upon us. It is time for the apocalypse. But it is very cold. People's roofs are getting blown off. Does the roof have hinges? Hinges? Yeah. People's roofs are getting blown off their roof things. But I was scrolling through my phone when I thought, hmm, how can I spice things up? Like a little flavor. So while I was scrolling, I saw conspiracy theories. I mean, who doesn't know conspiracy theories? Y'all remember the whole craze? You remember the whole craze that y'all had when single ladies was, I think it was played in reverse. It was played in reverse, and then people were just like, Beyonce saying, "I will eat your flesh" or something. I'm not sure, but I was like, what? What better idea? How the fuck do I phrase this? what? And I was like, what better way to explore conspiracy theories than with you guys? So I'm gonna watch them. We're going to discuss them. You're going to discuss them in the comments. And I'm gonna tell you my conspiracy. Okay, the first one is by Mia Astral as a black batik girl.
If you were in a time machine and you went all the way back to like ancient Greece or ancient whatever the hell, you asked someone what year is it, they wouldn't say, oh, it's year 2000 BC. No, you're like, oh, we're in the second year of the 75th Olympiad.
Huh?
What? Do you know how many nows there have been before this current long stretch of now? I just went down a rabbit hole. We are in one of the very many nows. The now that has lasted for 2026 years. There's been so many very many nows before this now that's lasted tens of thousands of years. Yet this is the now that we're talking about. There's like whole gaps of times that we just don't account for.
Savannah, slow down. How many nows now?
Dark Ages. This is going to be a video on the Greek Dark Ages. What is the Greek Dark Ages? It's where historians believe that we just sort of stopped remembering how to be a society for around 300 years, and there was like nothing documented. There's theories either this time period was completely skipped ahead in the calendar, and etc. And there's theories that just no, there was a whole societal collapse entirely. So it's the Dark Ages. We just call it the Dark Ages. And you have to keep in mind that before we started counting year 1 to year 2026, there's buildings that are older than 2,000 years old. Entire societies. What did they call that year that they were in? Do you know? So before we were counting 1 to 2026, people would just be like, oh, it's the 5th year of this king. Or it's the 7th year of this king. Or it's the 12th year of whatever the hell. Now we stumble upon the Greek Dark Ages. It would be like if right now all the lights shut off and everyone collectively stopped knowing how to use social media, how to talk to other people, how to...
That'd be so fucking scary if all the lights collectively shut off. This is not supposed to be scary, but it's creeping me out.
Write things down for the future. It would be like forgetting how to talk to the future, if that ever even happened. For 3 centuries, we have no data from. We don't know what happened. We don't know what the fuck happened.
You gotta trust somebody's word of mouth. Does that make any sense?
We just didn't write anything down for 3 centuries. Like, we forgot. Like, all of society collectively got amnesia for fucking 300 years. Something's not adding up.
Oh, okay, I get it now. She's saying that there was a whole 300 years when people didn't write things down. We're told that people didn't write things down, allegedly. FBI, this is allegedly. Like my camera. Wait. Allegedly. I just fixed my camera. Allegedly. We didn't write anything down for 300 years. Which, I don't believe. What, there's something. There has to be something that we discovered in the 300 years. Even Antarctica as well. Who the fuck knows what's in Antarctica? Antarctica. Why do you need so many? Is it permission slips? Not permission slips. This is in high school. Why do you need so many um things? Why do you need so many documents just to go to Antarctica? What are they hiding in Antarctica? Yes, that is what I was trying to say. What are they hiding? Hmm. Okay, this next one is, oh no. Okay, this next one is about. Okay, this next one is by Ari Tahila. Ari Tahila. Oh, okay. Mm. Okay.
We all been lied to about the truth behind the times of 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. And I'm about to tell you exactly what the fuck be going on at that time.
I wonder what the fuck be going on.
Let's get into it. Basically, during this time, the veil between our realm and the other higher realms of existence is thinnest at this point, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's been told that. But did you know?
That's what YouTube clickbait titles
that
told
at
me.
this point in your time, if you get woken up, it's called the ambrosial hour. And it's actually a huge energetic boost for all of us that naturally we wake up during the night. Sometimes when our soul, aka our higher self, wants us to use this energy to be in the creator mode of this reality. So if you ever played Minecraft, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's actually a great time for you to be in the purgatory. You're not dead, you're not alive. But you're on the other side.
No, I don't like that.
Because did you not know, friend, that everything that we're doing is a dream right now? Yes! Beyonce!
Shaggy, hold me. Everything we're doing is a dream. Shaggy, hold me. Behind! Shaggy would probably run away and leave me behind.
Even when we go to sleep, we think we're sleeping. We're not sleeping. We're actually just back in our original state of nothingness. And we're without a body, so we're without having a human experience. And we are just experiencing life without this vessel. And that's what happens when we're asleep. But when we wake up during those times, we are still in that state because your brain is the map and the gateway to consciousness.
That is interesting. That is interesting because I've heard the same thing when they say whenever you get I don't know if I can say this word. Whenever you get zooted, yeah, whenever you get zooted, I've heard the theory that what you see when you're zooted is actually the real world. Real world. That's why they ban That's why they had banned psychedelics because they actually help us glimpse into the real world. Real world. From what I've heard. That's an interesting theory. I will still be asleep at 3 a.m. because YouTube TikTok YouTube clickbait titles have taught me that nothing good happens at 3 a.m. and my closet is wide open and I'm scared as fuck. Okay. Oh. Ooh. This one is by Kennedy.
I just seen a video of a woman saying, what if slavery was a part of one big 400 plus year contract and that the Africans and the slaves were literally just the sacrifices that they needed, that the founding fathers basically went to a deity and they needed black Africans to basically be the sacrifice. And I have never been more intrigued in something. Nothing has made more sense to me than that video. And I most definitely will be tagging this creator below because she is amazing. But yeah, she said she feels like slavery was a part of this contract. Like I said, 400 plus year contract. And if you think about it, it just makes so much sense. And it was almost in a way like they were harvesting our energy. They needed our blood. They needed our fear to fuel them and make them be on top. And then I seen a lot of people go into details about how, like, they always want to call Haiti so evil, demonic, because they do voodoo and practice all these different dark magic. But that's because Haiti was the only place that actually still had their freedom, and they used their magic, their spirituality to win. Like, these people were literally using their magic and their spirituality to win. These French people was basically like melting. They were having these people teeth fall out. It was crazy. They were bringing them back up and making them shoot each other. Like, it was crazy, but that's why they try to demonize Haiti so bad, because they use their magic. But all along, they've been using magic. And it just gets deeper and deeper if you really do think about it. I seen someone in the comments mention how Oscarville, which was where Lake Lanier was, it used to be a black, predominantly black, thriving community that had racetracks, everything. Everybody was business owners, and what do? They go over there and make it into a lake. And it's like, now the veil is so thin now because that contract is up, and they're trying to do everything to take us back to where they were, so they can still dominate. And it's like, look at the people that they took on the transatlantic slave trade. The people that was more in touch with their ancestors, their spirituality. They took us, like even the Native Americans, if you think about it like that. Then I seen another video of a woman that did a take on this as well. And she was like, just think of the rise of how America came up so fast, even though there was other nations that been here long before America that literally was nowhere near at how fast America grew. All because of this contract that actually was successful, but not for long. But it just makes so much sense why the U.S. was just ahead of everything. Like, they've been in cahoots with so many more higher ups forever, all for power. But like I said, I'm gonna tag this creator down below because that was so, like, nothing never made so much sense to me in my life. This is all fun theories and just thoughts. This is not something literal, but it's just a fruit for thought, because I never thought about it like that. But it makes so much sense. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
That would make sense. That would kind of like not justify, but that would kind of be more of a solid motive of why they did what they did, because it was part of some kind of. Because have you seen that they're the ones that usually. Child, let me not get cancelled. Next TikTok. This one is by Kayla Lorraine.
Tell me the conspiracy theories that you 100% believe are true. Y'all, let's read the comments and talk about it. Because y'all know I am the conspiracy queen. Like, I could do this all night.
Same.
This person says the woman on the plane actually saw something. Listen, don't even get me freaking started on
She
the
definitely saw something,
you know
in
that woman that was like, that man in the back is not real. She saw something. I think she saw something spiritual, because y'all already know that I think the world is more spiritual than physical. And on top of that, people are like, oh, well, she was just intoxicated. Being intoxicated makes you more susceptible to spiritual attacks. So I definitely think she saw something. And then there was that whole like thing where she had disappeared for a second, and then someone tracked her coordinates, and it was like by the White House.
By the White House.
And all of a sudden she popped back up talking about, oh, it was, what did she say? She was like, oh, I don't even know. She got into a fight with someone, and like it was nothing crazy. I don't remember what she said on the interview. But all of a sudden,
our phones can read our minds. We fucking for real now. We fucking for real.
And after she reappears, she's all over the news. But before, you couldn't see her on the news, though. Listen, all I'm gonna say is they cloned Tyrone. All I'm gonna say. Just like that whole Bayside Marketplace incident, I think that was
around that mall. I remember that.
All those police cars were around, like, I'm talking, what's that, like hundreds of police cars around that mall. Nobody knows what actually happened there. I think something kind of beast they had hidden underground.
What really
it could
happened?
Literally be anything. Genuinely. And you're telling me everybody has their phones at all times, but nobody got any footage of what really happened? They're talking about a shooting.
The police cars don't even arrive for shooting.
I ain't never seen that many police cars for a pew-pew. Yeah. This one got me. This one says Sandra Bland was actually in her mugshot. You know what's crazy? I looked up the mugshot.
It is.
I don't know. Guys, look at that. Low key.
It done worse, so this isn't even.
Low key.
This isn't even like that worse.
It's so freaking sad. Like, I would not even be surprised. Another comment on the theory that the Garden of Eden is actually behind the ice wall in Antarctica, and you guys are gonna hate me, but I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger with that one. We're just gonna have to make another video. I'm not trying to make these too long. That is going to require an entire video, because like y'all already know, when it comes to Antarctica, There's a lot to talk about, a lot of tea to
Okay.
spill. Anyway, as always, make sure you guys like and follow. Comment down
Oh,
below what you guys.
okay. That kind of had me thinking, but not as much as the other ones. Majority of what she was talking about, I stood with and I believed. I definitely believe. This next one is by Nami Dolo. Nami Dolo. What do Jim Carrey, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and Stephen Baldwin? Who the fuck is Stephen? Is that like Eddie Baldwin's dad or something? Who's Stephen Baldwin?
Know you're onto something when you record the video,
Mm-hmm.
and then TikTok just deletes part of it when you press to check. Okay, I'm gonna say what I just said all over again. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting this video out. I have to record this on my regular camera. All right, y'all. So it's 2 in the morning right now, but I have to just get this out. I'm gonna sum up everything that I just researched into one video here, but I'm going to dissect everything and put it into parts and really make a way better video later. It's just that it's late. All right, let's get into it, right? This whole entire thing started for me with the whole Jim Carrey thing. When the new Jim Carrey actor came out, whoever's
Mm,
playing him came out, and we realized like Jim Carrey, they took him off the world stage and tried to replace him with an actor who's trying to promote a whole other agenda. Right? We're already caught up with that. So that's what
yeah,
sparked
because
this
it doesn't
entire rabbit
recognize
hole
that
that
Jim
I'm gonna
Carrey
go
is so
down.
eerie.
This is going to get crazy, bro.
Mm,
So, okay, so I'm looking into how Jim Carrey got replaced and all trying
mm-hmm.
to figure out who's playing his part and all that stuff, right? While I'm doing this research, and sorry if I talk fast, this is just you just gotta keep up. While I was doing this research, I saw that someone said to look into the music video by The Weeknd called Out of Time. I watched the music video by The Weeknd called Out of Time, and
Mm-hmm.
in the video, at the end of the video, Jim Carrey starts narrating, saying you're out of time, and you go into a hospital room, and the Jim Carrey puts a mask over The Weeknd's face, surgically puts a mask over The Weeknd's face. Okay. Jim Carrey was all over this album. You have to listen to the album, and he's basically saying goodbye to the world and saying that heaven isn't this, it's heaven isn't that, it's this, and it's a mental state. And he's talking about enlightenment, and he's just you
This
can
is
tell it's
creeping me
called
out.
Phantom Regret. He has so many parts in the
Mm-hmm.
album. He puts them throughout the album. Okay, listen to the album. It has a
Okay.
lot in there.
Also,
Also, while I was doing
Bald,
research
Bald
on
Bacon is crazy.
the whole Jim Carrey thing too, they
Mm-hmm.
talk about Stephen Baldwin. So I watched Stephen Baldwin's video. This man talks in riddles and codes. He does not say anything direct, and you don't know what he's talking about. He literally looks like he stinks. He's weird as fuck. He looks evil, bro. You can see it in his face. You
No,
can
he
see
looks
the
like he
evilness in his face.
stinks.
When I first saw him, I was like, damn, um he looked like the stepdad in Cat in the Hat. Like he looked like the guy who was playing the stepdad in Cat in the Hat. Come to find out,
Mm-hmm.
that's his brother who played that part. So he's not far from it. But anyways, he
Why did
made a
my
video
face drop
talking
like
about
that?
Jim Carrey and how Jim Carrey can't talk about what's really going on in the industry because he tried once and he's not in a position of power to do so, and only Stephen Baldwin he said that Stephen Baldwin said I have higher power and I
I
can
have
do
power.
something like that. He's in the Illuminati. But he's obviously telling y'all that. He
Hmm.
pointed to his hat which had a picture of a bull, and he said mess with the horns, you get the bull, meaning mess with the devil, you're gonna
Mess
get
with the bull,
this
you
evil
get the
bullshit that they're
horns.
putting out. This is the video that Stephen Baldwin put out very recently talking about Jim Carrey. He also put out a video on his page of Jim Carrey's speech, and he said, I miss Jim in the caption. All right, y'all. So I looked into the brothers of Stephen Baldwin's family, his brothers, since he
Mm-hmm.
looked like the guy in the Cat in the Hat, and I found out he was his brother, the guy who played in the Cat in the Hat. He also was in a movie with Jim Carrey, having fun with Dick and Jane. He was in that movie with Jim Carrey, so they obviously
Okay,
had connections with
sorry,
Jim
sorry,
Carrey.
sorry.
Also, one of his brothers is the same height as Jim Carrey. I'm pretty sure because he's 6'2", and one of his brothers is 6'2". So either one of his brothers probably played the part, or I think Stephen Baldwin played the part. He could have came up with the extra inches in some shoes, or it's not that hard to. They're not far apart in height.
Mm.
And I also feel like Stephen Baldwin, the way
I
he's
don't like that
so
picture. It's
sarcastic and speaks in codes and
way
shit, I
too
feel
big of
like
a head.
he, or maybe his brothers, maybe they're all alike, but I definitely feel like one of them played the part of Jim Carrey, because of the way that he talks in riddles and the way that the
Hmm.
fake Jim Carrey said, "I'm dead," and said, "I've been practicing my lines for so long," and saying
Was
that
Jim Carrey's eyes always
the funny
that
face that
light?
he's
Didn't
wearing
he
is a
have like
mask.
dark
Like
brown
Stephen
eyes? Why do they
Baldwin
look
has
kind of
enough, he can
greenish
come up
in
with stuff
this?
like that. Okay. Stephen Baldwin. This is the part where it's gonna get crazy. All right. The
Uh,
Weeknd has. I looked up who is
the
friends
weekend.
with the Weeknd. The only people that were friends with the Weeknd was Drake a long time ago, and they weren't even really friends. They just made music
Ariana
together, and
Grande.
apparently they really
Ariana
were never friends
Grenade.
because the Weeknd started this whole beef with Kendrick Lamar, Future, and versus Drake. The whole "Not Like Us" shit
Hmm.
started with the Weeknd, but that's another story for another
Barry
day.
Kilkin too. Barry
I
Kilkin
looked
don't
up
know no about
who is friends with the Weeknd on Google,
he,
and
he,
it
he
literally
looks
just said Jim Carrey.
like he's an
He lives
alien
near
trying to
Jim
be
Carrey.
a human.
Okay, y'all. I used to watch this conspiracy theory.
Conscious
These
X.
videos about clones and stuff, right? There's only two channels that I find that really talk about this stuff without like they're very consistent and they say a lot of things that I don't hear anywhere else and no one else is posting videos like it. So I watch it cuz it's very interesting. And one of the videos that they made a while ago was that Jim Carrey was Justin Bieber and that the gematria matches up. If you don't know what gematria means, it literally is just the adding letters together, and when they come to the same numbers, it's a code in the Illuminati that these two things mean the same thing. So basically, A equals 1 and Z equals 26. Sometimes they do it in reverse, where A equals 26 and Z equals 1. To put it into simple terms, if you hear someone talking about gematria, it's literally adding the letters, coming up with a number, and if the numbers match in the Illuminati, they probably have something to do with each other. They said that the gematria match with Jim Carrey and Justin Bieber, they have a
Hmm.
lot alike actually if you look into it.
Mama, a headache
It's
behind
very
me.
strange, but in the video
Mama, a
they
headache behind
said
me.
that I know you guys think that the weekend is playing that Justin Bieber is playing the weekend, but he's really Jim Carrey. I've never heard that shit in my life. I was like, what the fuck? People think the weekend
I
is
was like, what
Justin
the
Bieber.
fuck?
I'm like, what, bro? But I'm not gonna lie, like looking at the weekend, he looks like a not real person. Like he
Yeah,
actually
he
looks
doesn't.
like he's not real. He
But the
looks like
weekend look
his
like
skin
Justin
is
Bieber.
spray tanned and his hair is fake. I'm just using
Yes,
my
it
discernment to be so
does. It
like
does. I was
transparent
about
with
to
y'all.
say, no, I
Ever
was
since
just
I
about to
ever
say that
saw him,
his
he
head
just
looks
looks
like
like
it's like
a doll, like a
attached.
plastic doll, like something that's not real. Also, you'll never see the weekend with his shirt off. Google it. You will never see the weekend with his shirt off. He put out his album without showing his
Or
face. He
short
didn't show his
sleeves.
face for a long time. This is not how people act when they come from nowhere. He also, where did he come from? He put out one album and went famous. He was famous and was working with Drake
Instantly.
like a year later.
Trying to
It was
put you
not
in
a
a
hard.
whisper.
He
And
worked
you
hard
and
his whole
Tina, then you
life. He
just
dropped
say
out of
that.
high school, was working at American Apparel, dropped in.
I like
This
that.
is his story, right? He. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, but I have to get this all out.
Hmm.
His come up came out of nowhere, right? So they're saying that Justin Bieber is in blackface and prosthetics, acting like The Weeknd. What do The Weeknd and Justin Bieber have in common? Selena Gomez.
Selena
After Selena
Gomez.
Gomez dated The Weeknd and Justin Bieber, she apparently was replaced after she had that surgery. Bro, shit gets crazy. I
Look
think
when
when
you
she was with The
drunk.
Weeknd, they could do their because I think The Weeknd is like the darker side of Justin Bieber when he was on drugs and stuff. You have to really be woke to
What's
see
the
this
darker
stuff.
side of
You
Justin
remember
Bieber?
that Hurry Up Tomorrow, his or his movie? You remember that one scene where he was like, shut
Shut
up,"
up! Shut up! Oh
and he
my
was just
god.
talking weird. I can see that being Justin Bieber. Like
What are you
I feel
doing?
like he
I
can't
have to go right
he
now.
can't
I'm getting
help but
calls.
like it's hard for
I'm
him to
getting.
Catch
play
a
that
flight.
part. That's why
Talking to you guys staying on business, is it?
I'm getting
in
calls.
his body,
I'm
bro.
getting
And that's why
calls.
he's so obsessed with these
Ooh, yo.
prosthetics and shit
Did
like
he
that.
really thought he could like the acting
Okay,
is not
The
acting? He's like,
Weeknd,
what are you doing? I have to go
what
now.
do The Weeknd and Justin
Getting
Bieber
calls.
have in common? Selena Gomez. What does Jim Carrey have in common with The Weeknd? The videos and the music that they just put out together. The Weeknd apparently lives near Jim Carrey.
Little pictures of
What does
the weekend
Stephen
and Jim
Baldwin
Carrey.
have to do with Justin Bieber? Haley Bieber is his daughter. Haley Bieber
Why
is
is he
his daughter,
pouting?
bro. And Haley Bieber
What
has
the
been
fuck is wrong with
watching
this
Justin
dude?
Bieber since she was a kid. She's been
Why is he
stalking him
pouting?
since a kid and basically told her dad, I want him, I choose him, I pick him. And he helped to get her around him enough. She's to the
Like
point where they started dating and are together.
they're even married now. Like that's
This
so crazy. And
shit
everyone
is
has that.
crazy as Fuck, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna talk so much about this. I'm gonna expose everything, bro. Trust me, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I see everything for what it is, and I'm the ultimate seer. I'm gonna tell y'all everything that I see. I've just been doing research for like the past couple hours, and what I've found is just insane. It's just that it's too many. I gotta get some sleep.
There
I
was
gotta
too
work
much
tomorrow, but I'm going to
information for
put these
my
videos
brain to
together and
absorb,
explain everything
and it
in
was
detail.
too
Please
all
follow
over the
me.
place
This
for us
is
to
getting
move
out
on
of
to the next one. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this. Comment down below. Comment down below. This one is by Jordan Ash. I love Jordan Ash. I actually follow her. Her videos are very robust. Ugh, ugh. Forget I even said that, please. We don't discuss those flops over here. Everyone except for Manon is a flop. Yeah, yeah. Ah, hi. But anyways, those are all the videos I have for you today. What did you think? Which one was the most interesting to you, and which one do you feel like I did not dive deep enough into in this video? Comment it below. Tell me what which one it is, so that I can maybe make a follow up video video on it if it gets enough attention. Like the video if you haven't already. I think I'm saying that wrong. Subscribe if you haven't already. That's what I was trying to say. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. Hit the notification bell. What should any suggestions on what kind of videos I should do next? I'm kind of like I'm open for anything, any kind of Lorna. Just suggest it down below, and I'll make a video on it. But until then, I will see you guys when I see you. Bye. Say bye, Shaggy. As a man. Okay, bye.